Hey everyone, welcome back to Iceman Collections Workshop. I know that a lot of you have been asking me to put a video together for some time. I've been really busy with work, but I have been putting some hours here at the bench, so I figured I would put together this video for a 1941 Plymouth that I just finished up. Some of you might have seen a previous video from a couple of days ago. It's just a lot of still shots that I've been taking, kind of my progress pictures. But today I figured that I would put together a short little video just to kind of give you an idea of what the finished product looks like. Again, this is the AMT 1941 Plymouth two-door coupe. There's a couple of aftermarket parts that I've added, but for the most part you see that it is stock, other than just lowered a little bit. I played around with the front and the rear suspension just to get it to get a little bit lower than what it was supposed to be. But here's just kind of a 360 view of the kit. It comes together really well, actually a lot better than I thought it would. The only problem, and I wouldn't say problem, but just the only part that I wasn't completely happy with is the front end. It is a two-piece front end, so this entire section here is something that you got to put together. Next time that I build this kit, I will probably putty everything, this entire seam here. So just some of the changes that I did. I left out the bezel, I guess you should say. I just put the headlights here. I thought it looked a little bit more custom that way. I have from the model house, the good thing is I was able to stock up before they closed out. Thankfully I have a couple of additional orders that are coming in as well, but those tires are, in case you guys have them in your stash and you want to use them, it is tires number 284. The Steelies are also part of their line. I don't remember exactly what number they were. Got some chrome spider caps. Those are also there. And then I don't know if you'd be able to tell, but they do have, or I added anyways, a couple of tire stems. You can see them there just barely. Let's take a look at the rear tires, see if you can see them a little bit better. Yeah, a couple of tire stems, and these are from Hobby Design wheels. Just took some of the ones that I had there, some spare ones. Other than that, let's take a look. So here's the rear, a little bit of BMF here. Of course, Tamiya red clear here to get the tail lights. This mirror here is something that I did pull from my aftermarket. I didn't like the one that came with the kit, and so those are from Scale Repros Plus. I have a couple of them there. This guy I found on eBay. Was able to. I always like to stock up whenever I find something I really like, so I bought a couple of them. I think it's a pair per package, so got a couple of those. And if you noticed here on the passenger side, but I did create an antenna for it. This right here. Thought it looked pretty cool. Again, I didn't like the one that the kit came with. And what I used to create that, let's see here, I bought this at the hobby shop. I've been using it just for different things. So it's just music wire. Looks like the size is 0.015, and that's what I used. For the brackets, I just used some styrene, just a sheet of styrene, and what I did is just cut a couple of little just brackets, just little pieces, drilled through them, and painted them silver, and there you go. I dab of glue at the tip just to kind of give it you know, that antenna tip, I guess, and then I did add some body color. Speaking of the body color, This is a flat finish. I decided to go with that just for the hot rod look. The paint is Buick Galway Green from Scale Finishes. This is a base coat, which means that for their paints, I'm sure you guys all know, but gloss would really make this shine, good polish. But I really did like the way that this color looked on this hot rod here. Tell you a little bit about the engine. So the kit does come with a V8 option. I did build that. Now, there's only a couple of things that I did different here other than what comes with the kit. A couple of things. First off, you'll notice the air cleaner. So the air cleaner is from Parts by Park. And I also, of course, have a couple of these. About to run out. Don't know if I'll be able to get them, but these come in different sizes. This one seemed to fit almost perfectly. The other thing that you'll see on there is the ignition coil right over here. Nothing fancy. Detail master's piece. I also have a couple of those. The engine is wired. I did chrome out a lot of the hoses. You'll see even the battery is chromed out. The valve covers, I did use the stock ones. The only thing that I did to not give it or to get rid of the toy look was to give them a black wash with Tamiya smoke, and that always helps kind of tone down the chrome. You'll notice that I also added a fuel line all the way down to the, obviously, the fuel pump, and then of course you'll see that it is wired. I had a bit of a challenge getting the headers to actually fit or to work the way that I wanted them to, but in the long run looks like it worked out okay. And so with that being said, here's the chassis. I went with just a flat white, and then I put a matte clear coat on it. A lot of chrome, a lot of alkylate, some aluminum here and there, just to help out, give it a little bit of contrast. And then the last thing that I have here for this one, let's see how well I can get it. It's gonna be the interior. Again, just a simple white with green highlights. Everything is also right out of the box with the exception of the door handles. I have some photo etch door handles that I used. And then the other thing is the buttons. So for the buttons, there's a couple in the front. I think there's 6 in the back, something like that. I just drilled holes where they are supposed to go. Put some pins in their place, just so that it gives it more of that button look. But there you have it, folks. So again, a 1941 Plymouth 2-door coupe. Really enjoyed building this one. This one actually went together a lot faster also. Not just, I guess, because everything fits so well, but it went together pretty quick. I'd say maybe a week and a half. 2 weeks, but like I said, I've been really busy with work. I was really eager to get on the bench, and I had the chance to do it, so I was glad to put this hot rod together. Really enjoyed it. Love the color. I really like the way that it turned out. And again, hopefully I will continue to make some of these videos. Not sure what I have planned yet for the next ones. I have to take a look at a couple of themes coming up for some contests. Once I decide what I'm gonna build next, I promise you guys that I will put together another video, and this time I will start as soon as I take it out of the box. But other than that, guys, I do have about 75 items in my eBay store. Don't forget to go check them out. A lot of resin on there as well, some custom pieces, and a couple of vintage pieces for those of you that collect Johann kits. There's a good about maybe 6 or 7 of them. Check them out. Some of them are still sealed. Other than that, thanks for joining me here again at the Iceman Collections Workshop. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you guys later.